talk about hers for a second. I love that she was insecure about her body, you know? Of all the women in that high school I could have married, I had to find the one that was insecure about her body. Anyway, she used to say, I'm fat. That was her thing. I'm like, oh, great, there we go. I said, you're perfect. That's all you can say, right? You're perfect. You don't need to be any smaller, okay? No bigger. I wouldn't mind if she was bigger. I like thick ankles, you know. Thick ankles, big legs. I like that. Wide hips, big ass. You know, the kind of girl you don't spank her. You like break a chair over her back. Sometimes a fine line between sex and karate. I don't know how you feel about it. I don't want to be too... When I make love to a woman, I like it to feel passionately emotional, right? Yes, almost non-consensual. Like I like her to struggle a little bit right at first. And then just lay really still. Far away look in her eyes. Or romantic. Like to look a woman in the face. It's very important. They think yes. That's what separates us from the animals. It's true. Man is the only animal that can make love while facing his victim. Now you guys think I'm a registered sex offender. That's true. I'm not registered. I don't even like registered sex offenders. You know, they always think they're so much better than the regular sex offender. You're not. You got a piece of paper, you're legit. Good for you. Okay? What's that gonna do for you, you know? You're gonna break through a crowd in an emergency. Hey, stand back. I'm a registered sex offender. Is this woman underage? No. Well, then there's nothing I can do. It's too late. Girl I'm seeing now, I like. We've been breaking up for about 8 months, but I still like her. We met on MySpace, which is a great way to meet people who are really flawed, and she is this was it. She's a Civil War reenactor. Yeah, do you like that? I should have seen it on her profile. It just really, I didn't believe it, you know. It's really, and I would never have just reenact the Civil War. In high school, we used to do Vietnam reenactments. We'd go to the woods and smoke a lot of pot. Occasionally burn down a nail salon. You've been there. There's Charlie everywhere. Sometimes you gotta burn down a nail salon, you know, in order to save it. Sometimes I wish I would have stayed with the wife. You know, we have a family now, which would be kind of cool. Which although I do have to say this, I used to hate the sound of a kid crying in public. You know, like it would really annoy me, that sound. You know, it'd get on your nerves. But now I kind of like it. You know, because I can be having a terrible day. You know, everything's going wrong, and I hear that sound. I'm like, oh yeah, it could be worse. What the hell? My friend Carmen is having twins, right? She has a little boy and a little girl inside her. She's trying to come up with names for the twins. She wants to name the little girl Miracle. Like, you can't name your daughter Miracle. You know, first of all, it's a stupid name, right? Second of all, what are you going to name the boy, you know? Wonderful or Mr. Amazing or something? It has to be something good, right? You can't have, like, Miracle and Doug. Might as well name him Low Self-Esteem. She's worried about the breastfeeding, too. I don't see what the big deal is. You know, I think we're mature enough. I think women should be able to breastfeed in public, right? Yeah. But they should have to go ahead and flop the other one out, too. Because it's frustrating, you know? The little head gets in the way and everything. There's nothing sexier than watching a pregnant woman smoke. I don't know what it is. Something about that I respond to. It's like she can't wait to abuse that kid. Take that, Doug. I hate automated stuff. You ever stay in a hotel, like a really fancy hotel? Which I hate. I don't like to go to them anyway. I always feel intimidated, you know, because I never like to check. I can't afford it. In the lobby, they have like a fountain and stuff like that, or a piano that plays itself. You ever see one of those? To me, there's nothing more fucking arrogant, right? Than a piano that plays itself. It's just sitting there like, I don't need you. I play myself. Get out of the lobby. Get upstairs with your Target luggage. I couldn't say Massimo on it. I don't know if you guys know this or not. I learned this from my pothead friends. Did you guys know that if you take Pink Floyd's album Dark Side of the Moon and you listen to that while you watch Wizard of Oz with the sound turned down, you're a fucking loser? Floyd. Or as I call him, Steely Dan with a helicopter. I'm into reggae now. I really like reggae, you know. I'm all about the struggle. The struggle to get a black girl to sleep with me. It's really hard. Like, please. Step outside of your comfort zone. Once you tried white, you can cross that off your list. I don't know. The saddest thing for me is when parents feel it's necessary to teach their kids racism. You know, I think that's such a sad commentary on our society. But I guess they have to. You know, 'cause they won't teach it in the schools anymore. A lot of people say when a kid misbehaves, you ought to beat them. Nah, is it really necessary, you know, to wait till they misbehave? I'm angry now. Let's do this. You know what I hate automated worse than anything? Automatic toilets. Do you guys hate those like I do? Don't they irritate? You stand up and they just flush. I hate that. What if I wanted to look at it for a minute? When was this decision taken out of my hand? What kind of Orwellian nightmare are we living in? You stand up, you turn around, you get your camera pointed at it. Here's the one I really hate. I had to call and change an airline ticket the other day, right? And whenever you call a business nowadays, you get to talk to a helpful person right away, right? No. You get to talk to the robot, right? Is this about an existing reservation? And you're, shit, the robot. Here we go. And they want you to speak your responses, too, right? Have a conversation with the robot. I'm not going to do that. And if you don't want to talk to the robot, you can only say one thing. Representative. Do you guys do that? When you get the robot on the phone? Representative! Is this about an existing reservation? Representative! Please repeat your response. Representative, representative. I was unable to record you. Representative, representative. Sorry, I don't understand. You don't understand things. You're a robot, representative. Finally, they connect me to somebody. It's the nastiest person I've ever... Is this about an existing reservation or a new reservation? Like, robot. You guys are a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Enjoy.